Arsenal has confirmed that it is ready to move forward with the signing of a Premier League striker who has an £85 million release clause. Additionally, the club could annoy Unai Emery by recruiting a key figure he wanted at Aston Villa. And with few options remaining, Arsenal should also finally consider offers for the £50 million rated star, paving the way for potential changes in the squad. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest Arsenal news straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. Arsenal are already gearing up for their January transfer plans, and they've got some big decisions to make. After a rough start to the season, their Premier League title hopes have taken a serious hit. The Gunners currently sit in 4th place, a daunting 9 points behind league leaders Liverpool as the international break rolls in. It's clear as day that Arsenal need reinforcements in January if they want any chance of closing that gap and getting back in the race. While a striker should absolutely be their #1 priority, there's fresh buzz suggesting that the club is also eyeing up a Premier League playmaker to bolster their squad. It seems Arsenal aren't just looking to fill gaps, they're aiming to transform their attack. The Daily Mail reports that Arsenal have a solid eye on West Ham's standout talent, Mohammed Kudus. Since making his £38 million move from Ajax in the summer of 2023, the Ghanaian midfielder has been nothing short of impressive, tallying 23 goal contributions in just 55 games. His performances haven't gone unnoticed, catching the attention of not only Arsenal but also their title rivals, Liverpool, as the January transfer window looms. While a mid-season departure seems unlikely, West Ham is already preparing for potential offers in the summer. If Kudus is to leave, the Hammers are standing firm. They'll only part ways if his hefty £85 million release clause is triggered. Although Kudus is content and well adjusted at West Ham, he's fully open to a move to a team competing in the Champions League. This means that if Arsenal can negotiate a deal with the Hammers, sorting out personal terms with Kudus likely wouldn't be a stumbling block. The allure of staying in London could also work in Arsenal's favor, potentially giving them an advantage over Liverpool. This transfer scenario appears to be more than just speculation. It could realistically come to fruition. Arsenal finally entertain offers for the out-of-form Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal has always taken a cautious approach when it comes to player sales, particularly under Mikel Arteta's management. Arteta has been known for giving players, even those out of form, ample opportunities to prove themselves. This protective strategy is notably apparent with key players like Gabriel Jesus. Since transferring from Manchester City, Arteta has placed significant trust in Jesus, regardless of his sometimes inconsistent performances. This summer, despite fans clamoring for a new striker to enhance the squad, Arsenal decided to stick with Jesus, signaling a strong belief in his capabilities. This season, however, Jesus has struggled to fully justify that faith. While his dedication and impact on the team's overall dynamics are clear, his scoring has been underwhelming, prompting discussions about his future role at the club. Despite these issues, there has been interest in Jesus, notably from Palmeiras, who expressed a desire to bring him back to Brazil. Arsenal, nevertheless, turned down their initial offer, reaffirming their commitment to Jesus and his role in the team's strategy. This stance, however, may be shifting. According to a recent report from Football Insider, Arsenal is now considering the possibility of parting with Gabriel Jesus at the end of the season. The Gunners are reportedly planning to target a new striker next summer, which could see Jesus dropping further down the selection hierarchy. With intensified competition for places and the club's high aspirations for the upcoming season, Arsenal seems ready to entertain offers for Jesus if the right proposal comes through. For Jesus, this might be the opportune moment to seek a new challenge, as his position at Arsenal no longer assures him the pivotal role he once occupied. As Arteta's squad continues to adapt and grow, this potential move could signify a crucial evolution in Arsenal's offensive strategy, aligning with broader changes within the team. Arsenal fans won't believe where Mykhailo Mudryk could be heading on loan in January. Arsenal's previous interest in signing Mykhailo Mudryk before his eventual move to Chelsea has become quite a well-known saga, particularly due to the winger's apparent eagerness to join the Gunners. However, Arsenal ultimately decided that Mudryk's price tag was too steep and opted to sign Leandro Trossard instead in 2023. Looking back at their performances since joining their respective clubs, it seems that Arsenal may have made the more astute financial decision by going with Trossard, yet there's still speculation about what could have been. In a different setting, and perhaps a more stable environment, many ponder whether Mudryk could have excelled with Arsenal. Interestingly, Arsenal Arsenal were linked with Mudryk again on the last deadline day, but this rumor was viewed by many as a strategic move by Chelsea to secure better terms for Raheem Sterling's loan deal. Football Transfers has recently unveiled news that will catch the attention of Arsenal fans and beyond. According to their latest report, Crystal Palace has made a move to acquire Mykhailo Mudryk on loan from Chelsea next month. Currently, Palace is facing challenges in the Premier League, and they see Mudryk as a potential game changer, much like Wilfried Zaha was during his peak at Selhurst Park. This proposed loan deal is being touted as a win-win for everyone involved. At just 23 years old, Mudryk finds himself on the fringes at Stamford Bridge, struggling to make a significant impact. A move to Palace could provide him with the opportunity to gain more playing time and continue his development in a way that might not be possible at Chelsea right now. Could Mikel Arteta make another move for Mykhailo Mudryk? Indeed, some Arsenal fans might still hold out hope that Mikel Arteta has plans to bring Mykhailo Mudryk to the Emirates Stadium in the future. While it seems improbable, as long as Raheem Sterling is with the club, the possibility remains that Arsenal could make a strategic move in the summer. Recall the skepticism when Arsenal signed Kai Havertz last summer, a move that many deemed unwise at the time. Now, Havertz is flourishing under a new challenge, demonstrating that Arsenal's judgment in such situations can indeed pay off. Arsenal's initial interest in Mudryk, sparked prior to his struggles at Chelsea, likely hasn't just dissipated. If Mudryk transfers to Crystal Palace and showcases his talent, it could reignite Arteta's interest and lead to a potential pursuit, much like they did with Havertz. As Mudryk potentially moves to South London, it will be intriguing to watch his progress and see if he can make a significant impact, possibly reshaping his future and that of Arsenal's recruitment strategy. Arsenal can now spite Unai Emery by recruiting key figure he wanted at Aston Villa. Arsenal is on the hunt for a new director of football, and some prominent names are emerging as potential candidates for the role. With Edu Gaspar stepping down unexpectedly after 5 successful years, the club has a variety of directions it could take to fill the vacancy. One possibility is hiring another ex-player, with Thomas Rosicky being a name that surfaced. However, some Arsenal fans are hesitant about this choice due to Rosicky's relatively scant experience in such a significant role. Simon Rolfes of Bayer Leverkusen is also on Arsenal's radar, admired for his accomplishments. Yet a particularly strong candidate might be Roberto Olabe, the current director at Real Sociedad, who has confirmed he will leave his position at the end of the season. Olabe's reputation as a director is so formidable that former Arsenal manager Unai Emery had expressed a keen interest in bringing him on board at Aston Villa. The connections between Arsenal and Roberto Olabe are strengthening, a logical development considering that the Real Sociedad director has prior associations with several players he might reunite with at Arsenal. Olabe's esteemed reputation in football circles was underscored when Unai Emery, upon his return to English football, was eager to have him at Aston Villa. Emery, who was let go from his position as Arsenal's manager by Edu in November 2019, has since had his share of payback against his former club. He led Villarreal to a victory over Mikel Arteta's Arsenal in the Europa League in 2021, and more recently disrupted their title ambitions last season while managing Aston Villa. Mundo Deportivo reported in January 2023 that Emery was keen for Olabe to follow him from La Liga to the Premier League, but the director signed fresh terms at Real Sociedad. At the time, Villa and Emery were scouting several La Liga players, including Mikel Merino, who joined Arsenal from Real Sociedad this summer. Olabe rejected Villa's approach, and they appointed former Sevilla director Monchi. Emery and Olabe share a long-standing acquaintance, tracing back to their days as teammates at Real Sociedad in 1995. Both have taken managerial roles at Spanish club Almeria, though Olabe's tenure was brief and occurred during their relegation season in 2010-11. When Olabe turned down a move to Aston Villa, it led Emery to reunite with Monchi, with whom he had previously found success at Sevilla. Meanwhile, Olabe's tenure at Real Sociedad saw the club benefit from some astute recruitment strategies. Now, as Olabe prepares to leave Real Sociedad at the season's end, Arsenal appears as a possible next destination. If he joins, Arsenal will be looking to leverage his expertise to enhance their recruitment efforts and pursue major trophies more aggressively. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.